Hey, so what is going on, everybody? I am finally back from vacation. I actually came home Monday night and finally got the time to do a video. And this video kind of just came to mind. This wasn't really a video that was planned for me. I said I was going to do DBD discussions after the vacation, but I didn't really plan on making this one specifically, but there will be a lot more DBD discussions in the future. I did put a poll up on the community post for future videos, what ones you guys wanted to see first. It's either going to be a gameplay, movie review, or DBD discussion. But this is a quicker video that came to mind because I played a Huntress game earlier. And I wanted to talk about this add-on called Soldier's Puttee. I believe that's how it's called. Puttee? No, it's not Puttee. I think it's Soldier's Puttee? I don't think it's Puttee either. Oh my god. I'm not going to fight over it. Anyways, so this is an iridescent add-on that was new after the last mid-chapter update, that changed some of Huntress's add-ons. And initially, when I saw this add-on, I thought, what were the devs thinking? Like, this is just a really bad add-on in general, and it definitely shouldn't be an iridescent add-on. But after using it on Huntress, just even one match, I actually think that this add-on is pretty decent. I've seen other people use it. I don't really know what the community thinks about this add-on. I think a lot of people just saw this add-on and they're like, oh, okay. Like, they didn't really say anything. They just kept their inner thoughts in there. I'm surprised that when they were looking over the mid-chapter patches, they didn't see this add-on, and they were like, this freaking add-on is trash. But after playing with this add-on, I think that this is a good example of an add-on that is good at incentivizing you to not go out of your way to waste time. And this add-on actually, to me, is a better version of extra hatchet add-ons as well as reloading add-ons. So, let me get my point across here. What I like about this add-on is it incentivizes you to not waste your time when you're low on hatchets. The thing is, like, let me give you an example. After the clown buff, right, his reload time was shrinked from 5 to 3. Seconds to reload his bottles. Now, obviously, this was a good thing to a certain extent, right? It was just 5 seconds to reload your bottles is just way too long. So 3 seconds, it was a good change. But I think it did bring along just a few negative effects that don't really make Clown that bad. I think he's still better than he initially was. But with that faster reloading time, it's incentivized people to reload a lot more and more because they're like, well, this will only take 3 seconds. Why don't I just get this reloading done? Even if they only have like they've only have like 3 bottles instead of 4 bottles. So in the long run, it just makes you waste more time than it actually saves you time. Now, I'm not saying that the decrease in the reload speed and add-ons that do all that are terrible. I'm just saying that it incentivizes you to do something bad because you think, well, I have less reloading time, so, why don't I just get it over with? The thing I like about this add-on, though, is that when I only have, like, 1 hatchet left on Huntress, I know some Huntress mains may not like this because all they use is hatchets during their game, but for me, who's not a Huntress main, I like this add-on because even if I have, like, 1 hatchet left, I don't have to worry about going to a locker and then going back to chase somebody because I'm like, well, even if I miss the hatchet, right, I get that 4.6 meters per second speed, and it feels good when you're in chase and you have 4.6 meters as Huntress because people are, like, so defeated, they think you're going to be, like, slow while you're chasing them, so it just feels really, really good. I definitely can feel the difference. And if I do get that first hatchet throw, most of the time when you down a survivor as Huntress, even if you're not unless you're a Huntress main, you're gonna use your melee attack, especially if you're like really close to him. So after I get that first hit, and let's say I have 1 hatchet left, and then I have 0 hatchets, and I run at 4.6 meters per second, then I'm pretty confident in chase. I can down them pretty easily, and boom. That's why I like this add-on. I have a few hatchets left, and normally, without this add-on, I would say, well, let me go to a locker real quick and reload before I start another chase, because if I do miss those hatchets, then I'm pretty much screwed. Then I have to go back to the locker, and I have to reload. Otherwise, I'm just a slow killer with no power. But with this one, it's just like you're a normal killer, and you're not that in such a bad scenario because you just used one hatchet. You already got a little bit of use in your with your power in chase. Now you can just play as normal for the rest of the run, and it's not going to be that difficult for you. So that's what I really like about this add-on compared to add-ons that just add, more ammo to your inventory or increase the reload speed or whatever. I'm not saying that those add-ons are bad. I think especially the ones that increase your inventory are pretty good, especially on like Clown and stuff like that. I will say though, kind of brings along some negative effects as well. Like every add-on, it brings along some kind of negative effect. That being, when you have more hatchets, you still feel the need to reload, even though you know that you have a lot of hatchets. You just have that enticement that tells you, go into that locker and reload. But with this add-on, it tells me I don't really have to worry about reloading, because if I get that first hatchet throw, the rest of the chase is going to be pretty normal, going to be pretty fine. So initially when I saw this add-on come out last mid-chapter, I was like, this is just terrible. Why is it an iridescent add-on? I don't think it should be an iridescent add-on. I think like the glowing concoction should probably be the iridescent add-on. And I think this one should be like probably a green or a yellow, because it's not like fantastic. It's not amazing. It can certainly help beginner players who, maybe are a little bit clumsy with their hatchets and stuff like that. But even for better players, it gives you a good strategy to think about during your game. You're low on hatchets. You're like, well, I don't need to go to the locker just yet. I know my next chase can be just fine with this add-on. I get the first hit, like I said. After that first hit, you have no hatchets, and the rest of your chase is pretty normal, and it's not that bad. So that's what I like about this add-on. I just wanted to touch on this, a bit of a quicker video, but I thought it was worth talking about. Like I said, I had very low expectations when I first saw this add-on, and then all of a sudden I played Huntress tonight, put on this add-on, and I was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And then I was like, wow, this actually feels pretty good. It might have just been, this might be a little bit biased. I've only done this one time. I'm going to do it more times, though, just to experiment. It might be, a little bit unfair to say this right after using the add-on one time, because the team that I was going up against wasn't really the most competent, but yeah. Anyways, I think that overall, even just after playing one time, I think it's fair to say that this add-on really isn't that bad. I got a lot of value out of it in just that one match, and it definitely changed the trajectory of how I played Huntress in a very good way. It didn't incentivize me to reload a lot, because I'm worried about being low on hatchets, because this add-on just says, hey, don't worry about being low on hatchets. Even after your hatchets are gone, the rest of your chase is going to be fine. So that's all I want to say about Soldier's Puttee. I probably butchered that name, but anyways, just a few last things before I leave. So when I went on vacation, of course, I went to San Antonio, Texas, for vacation, but also for Tiger Rock. I got my new rank, my 4th degree level 1 black belt, and also went to tournament and won a gold medal in board breaking, so I just wanted to say that. Other than that, I did put out, like I said, a community post with a poll on it, so you can decide what video you would like to see next. So expect some videos to be coming out in the near future. And yeah, I think that's really all the announcements I have to make, other than read the community post so that you stay updated. Join the Discord, link will always be in the description of every video. Other than that, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time.